We are here in Beverly Hills. Sean O'Harrison here.
Sean O'Harrison?
Where the fuck do you see an R in my name? Where do you see an R in my name?
And we're going to secret O'Gara garages right now. The first one might have a Saber, or has two Sabers.
Okay, here we go, let's go.
A Chiron, and I'm not sure, but I'll let you know when we get inside. Alright, we're here in the garage. We're here in the garages. We're going down. Got a big group of people, so we're moving fast so we don't get in trouble. Got a couple of DBXs, some Vantages, but we're not even close to where all the good stuff is. We're walking around these. We're trying to be careful because there's a sensor right there. Okay, we're down here. Two Sabers, Chiron, Elva, and a Senna. Oh my god. Here's the other Saber. Find two of these in one garage. It's absolutely insane. So Chiron over there. This is actually insane, bro. Get caught, we're absolutely fucked. So, another couple looks at these before we leave. This is absolutely insane. Okay, got a McLaren Elva. You don't have this side clips. Yes, I do, bro. Yo, we gotta go. All right, we're here in a new Ferrari garage.
It's not a new Ferrari.
Security probably doesn't really care because they watched us. So, this garage is pretty good. You start off with the SP2 undercover. So many SF90s, you probably couldn't even count them all. You come over here, two matching 812 comps. Well, not matching, but both Apertas, or I guess one Aperta and one coupe. This red is so nice. And then there's nothing else too crazy besides that Lancia. The Lancia is always cool to see. You come over here, you know, you got your other typical Ferraris. Over here, that was the real surprise. A Daytona SP3 hiding underneath the cover. This one isn't in, this isn't even in exclusive car registry. I'm pretty sure, is it full carbon? Sean, is it full carbon?
This one?
Yeah. No. I mean, there's carbon on it, but I think there's 599 of these being made. But this thing is so nice, bro. There's one other cool SF90 over there, but this is a cool garage. There's also a TDF over here. Very, very nice TDF. So, here's another look at this SP2. Some kid actually hopped into this SP2 like 2 summers ago. My buddy's saying there's a 12-cylinder over here. Oh yeah, there is. Look, we saw this one earlier today. Over here is a 12-cylinder. I don't know how I feel about these. They're cool and all, but I really don't know. Kind of weird. They sound good though. Yeah, I agree with that.
Jake, you like it?
Anyone knows what kind of old Ferrari that is, let me know.
How you do?
And plenty of SF90s. Okay. And another garage. SLR. And looks like a Roma. The SLR is pretty cool. Yeah. Come down here. I think this one's the one with the Black Series. Yeah, here's the Black Series. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, 65. It looks like a Turbo S and an old black. This thing lives down here. My camera. It won't. Show that in here. What's in here? I think it's SF90. What is it? F8. F8.
It looked like a speed tail for a second.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of other stuff in this garage though. But a bunch of weird cars. That is for sure. Yeah, another garage here in Beverly Hills. This one's also public, like the other ones are. Days, this is so weird. Yeah, look, and there's more random cars, and there's more storage stuff over here, so. I think these ones just have like a Turbo S, and there's 812 in this one. And then there's overflow for Mercedes parking down there. So it's cool. 812, NSX, 2 NSX. Oh no, that's a C8 down there. NSX and then 812. So it's the same thing cool in the overflow parking. Here's the overflow for Mercedes of Beverly Hills, but I'm not even gonna look. There's probably nothing here, but AMG one in the back. There used to be a 300 SL in that corner, but moved now. I mean a Mercedes garage, but nothing cool in this one, other than, you know, some of those old cars. All right, we're here in another garage in Beverly Hills. As you can tell, I like garages. This garage has nothing too crazy, but I mean,
There should be stuff right here.
yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Yeah, this is like the best spec 2RS and 992 GT3, but they're undercovers, and I'm not gonna lift them because I don't want to get in trouble. Plus, it's just not right. You know, I would never do such a thing. That 3RS is oh wait, no, this is the 2.
This is a 2, that's a 3.
No, they're both 2s RS. They're both 2s. I guess these are both 2RSs. I'm fucking sped. Yeah, let's do it. What is it?
Yeah, it's a 2RS.
2RS. Okay. What about this one's the green one? That one's the green one.
What's that one?
That one, I don't know what that one is, but some more stuff down here. A bunch of these cars have a bunch of dust on them, so.
Bro, I will never understand these garages. They're just like random garages.
Yeah.
with a bunch of
Like, yeah, I don't understand it. Like, dude, look at this turbo. This turbo has so much dust on it. Yikes. Here's a 308. Texas plates. Here's another F12. That's nice. And then you got a 458, two 458s. One of them without the cover on. Yeah. Let's see. Some more stuff down here. This garage is really random. We got like a weird mix of cars. More Porsches. A lot of Porsches here. This BMW has its window rolled down, so you can legit just stick your hand in it. Okay. No front bumper. Look.
The guy used it to drift.
Yeah. This is cool, man. Dude, there's so much. Like, look at this, dude. Look at this. This shit's been sitting here for so long. What is that?
Are these just C's?
What is that?
Well, no. They aren't C's cars because those
No.
are police parts.
You got a BMW with Montana plates. That's random as hell. What is that? Look at that Alfa Romeo. What is that? That's yeah, 575. More old 911s. What is that? M6? What is that called? What is it? I do too. But look how random this garage is. This is so random, dude.
PCHPLS.
Dude, this is such a random mix of cars.
And there's just random Rolls Royces.
Yeah, random Rolls Royce.
Like, these are kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
What is that? Is this another 3 or is that a turbo? That's a Boxer, I think. What is this thing? What is this, bro? There's so much random cars in this garage. Dude, this is so random. This is a 3. This is a 3 touring, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, that's got to be a 3.
Yeah.
3 touring? Yeah, that makes sense.
I would actually
But this is a random garage. All right, good morning. It's the next day. I'm heading to another garage. It's a little bit out of the way, but usually there's some pretty good stuff in there, like a Veyron or a Carrera GT, but we will see. It looks like I'm about 7 minutes away, so I'll see. Our first spot in this garage. A nice Bugatti Veyron. I'm not going to be getting out of here because there's lots of security. Nice old security. That is a nice Veyron. There's sometimes a CGT parked next to it, but let's go down to the next level. Here's again, some more cars. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get out, but yep, and then there's a Viper. Not sure what these are, but I'm not allowed to go down here. It's all gated off. They definitely do not want anyone going in there, so I will not be going in there. I don't know what any of these cars are. GT500. But yeah, I don't know. All Porsches and shit. This garage used to be insane, but they slowly started taking cars out and moving them to the other levels because of kids like me going in here and seeing these places. So, what's this? There's a 300 SL around the corner also. Here you go. There's a Huracan Technica. I know that cover it says. Right here's some good cars. There's a 300 SL and an SLR. Both undercovers. These have been here for so long. But yeah, there's that 300 SL. And then we go back up and then there's the Veyron again. Take one last look at this Veyron before I leave. It is a beauty. I gotta get out of here before I get kicked out or I'll get in trouble, so. Here at the service center, and there is a crashed 765 right there. That is something you don't see every day.